Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT. On the QNT chart, we see a little bit of upside today, a small rally, so far only in 3 waves. We know that routine by now on the QNT chart. Rallies out of our identified support zone. We expected a small rally in a wave 4. Glad it happens now. So while this seems a little bit exciting, it just seems, at least for now, it just seems to be our corrective rally that we expected anyway. There's a small price channel also, which is now developing here. And yeah, I mean, nothing too exciting overall, at least not yet. It would need to show us 5 waves above resistance, which is basically $111.50 with a follow through above $120 to indicate that a low is in place. How would that look like? So first of all, before we look at that bullish scenario, we talk about the still unfolding short-term bearish scenario in which price is coming down in a WXY structure in a wave 2 correction. Honestly, that should be well known by now because we've been talking about that for, well, not a year yet, not yet a year, but nearly a year, 9 months or something. So we're looking at this WXY structure at the moment. Few important things to talk about. First of all, another low is still primarily expected, targeting $80. There is a breakout point at $120. If price can show us 5 waves above $120, I would assume that a lasting low has been established with the last low here in August. Remember, in the last video I highlighted that, I mean, we had been expecting another low all the time. That low finally happened. The last low went below the wave W. That was sort of the preferred scenario. And I highlighted to you theoretically, structurally, the low could now be in. So yes, I'm open to the idea the low is in, but I need to see 5 waves above resistance to confirm it. Then the low would be in and we could rally in a third wave to $200 and beyond. However, before that happens, I primarily expect another low until price can give us evidence. The ideal target would be $80. But we need to see that sustained break below the support zone here first, and that's at $95. So far, this strong support zone that we've been highlighting now for a long time is holding again, right? And I mentioned a long time ago that probably the best way to approach this at the moment is just range trading, buying in support, scaling in resistance. Yeah? For the last few months, this would have been a profitable strategy, buying in support, scaling out in resistance. Just note that the price seems to be making lower lows and lower highs here all the time, so it might not stretch out all the way up to $120 again. Important to understand is that so far all the small rallies of the recent lows, they have all been just corrective, which means all the time we've been waiting for another low. It really takes a 5-wave move above resistance to confirm to us that a low is in place. How would that look like? So now we get to that bullish idea. Now I go to the 1-hour chart now, and from a bullish point of view, we would need to see this. This would be a wave 1. This would be a wave 2. Now we would need to see a third wave, a fourth, and a fifth. I will highlight that now in a different color. Let's put that in blue. So 5 waves up. It would mean we're now in the third wave. To keep this scenario alive, and I don't believe in it until I see it, so we need to see wave 3 reach the 1.618 extension at $113. That would already be a push above resistance, but it can still break down from there because it would only be a 3-wave move, and we want to see a sustained break above $111.50 first, but more meaningful is the $120 level. Either way, if we see 5 waves up, we can start talking about a low maybe in. But the next milestone will be that $113 level. Then it needs to make a lower high, a higher low, and another higher high in a wave 5 that might reach $120 or above. After that, if we have 5 waves, I will give you a support area for a 3-wave pullback in an ABC correction, basically the first correction after a 5-wave rally that might have started a new uptrend. But at the moment, it's only an ABC structure, so not very exciting at this stage. And what could be a target for so this would be an ABC. That's how I would see it on the smaller time frame. A wave, B wave, C wave. And the golden ratio would be the next resistance point, $107. And for a C wave, the first target would be the 1-to-1 ratio, really. And that is, yeah, basically a good overlap, $107.40 to $107.30. Pay attention to that level for the C wave. And yeah, I mean, pay attention to the trend line as well. So at the moment, I'm not convinced that a low is in. It could be. I'm open to the idea, but I mean, how could I tell you it is in without seeing any evidence, right? So it's not possible. I can just leave those probabilities with you, and I mentioned that already last time, that primarily we are looking for a fourth wave rally, which would be quite small, but it could be that the low is already in, but then I need to see evidence. So we expected a small rally either way. That is happening now. Now we need to see how large will the rally become. Primarily, I would expect a rejection in resistance. If not here, then we will wait if we can see 5 waves up of the recent low. And at present, as long as it stays a fourth wave, as long as it stays a 3-wave move up, I expect another low into the low $80 region. Anything below the 19th of August low, actually it was the 18th of August low. All right, that's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.